All right, we are live. All right, now we got to turn the camera on. Oops. How do I turn the camera on? I got to get into settings, right? Do backwards camera. Let's see. It's showing. How do I change the camera? More. Settings. Camera.
There you go.
Back. Okay. All right. We're here with James. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday morning with Thanksgiving weekend. We've got a Generac 5500. My buddy Wayne owns it. And basically, I think it was putting out about 5 volts or something. We tried reflashing it and doing everything. Hank says hello. Hello, Hank. We're going to be working on this thing. So I'll be looking at the chat every now and then. If anyone wants to come up and say hello, Hank, anybody, I'll put the link out there. But I'm not moderating. We got to get this thing fixed so I can get out Jim's hair. So the main thing is getting this thing fixed, figure out what's going wrong with it and all that stuff. So actually, you have the link. Wait, hold on. You got it on the chat. Is there a link out? Let me see if I can do the link. Hold on. More invite. Where's the invite guest? Hold on. Guests. Here we go. Guests. Invite guests. Copy. All right, here we go. So I want to post, let's see, post comment. There we go. Paste, chat. All right, there's the link. Anyone wants to come up now or forever hold your peace. And we'll go from there.
Here, use this one.
Okay. Well, how do I, for the power to make sure? Actually, you know what? It has 90-something%. Should last a while, right?
Yeah.
We'll see.
It up once it shuts off.
All right. All right.
This will be quick.
Anthony Electric. That must be one of your subs.
I don't know.
All right. Jim's setting up. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. So, although this generator doesn't make power, I'm told it also doesn't run. So,
thanks, Wayne.
We're gonna look at the fuel real quick, see if we can
Wasn't counting on that, Wayne.
a quick clean here. I'm hoping it's just water, because it was running recently, right?
It was running. Well, he said last year. I don't know what that means, but
Right.
The infamous white coffee cup, like mustard.
I don't think that's been removed before.
Yeah. Thanks, Wayne. I'm gonna be saying that all through this build.
Is the fuel valve on or off?
It's off.
All right.
Yeah, let's see what comes out. Hopefully, it's not piss yellow. Oh, God.
Just how this bolt is turning, it's not a good sign.
That's it, Wayne. You're fired.
Oh
no.
I mean, there is rust.
There is rust, but
stuff on the bolts. But the fuel.
He said it was Husqvarna, good fuel. So I mean, you want to turn it on? Drain a little in there.
Sure. Yeah. Test the flow.
Make sure the petcock's good.
Yep. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't look bad. But the bolt, that bowl is a mess. But we'll try to start it.
Yeah.
Because the main story is the no power.
Yep.
Not the engine.
Let's make sure we got some Earl in this thing.
Good idea.
It's a little dark. Yeah. It could use. What do you think, Jim? It's down a little bit. Should we try to start it first or what?
Let me see.
It doesn't come to the end of the thread. It's down about a half. This should be good to start it, right?
Yeah, it's fine to test with. It's
a little dark, Wayne.
It's in the safe zone, but it's definitely not full.
Yeah.
All right, so the engine's on. Let's see. Fuel valve's now on, so we'll let the carb fill up. I do have a light plugged in and turned on, which I'm not even sure if the engine's going to start, but if it does, I don't think the light's going to come on.
Who's chatting? Let's see. Cool in Florida. Oh, nice.
All right. Check on. Ignition on.
You want me to pull it or?
I got it. I might lower
Why did
it.
they put that
lower.
handle right there? That stupid
I
carry
know.
handle.
Well, if it's on the ground, it's not
Yeah, that's
bad.
true. That's true.
Here. All right. Let's see what happens.
Is it choke on?
It is on, actually. It feels weird when pulling it over, too.
You want to put the spark check R on it? Make sure we have spark.
We know it's fuel, but yeah, let's check.
Thanks to Scott Greasy Shop Rag, we have the Spark Check R, which I love. Where are we going here? All right, which is nice because it's LED and it's really, really good. Are you ready?
Yep. Red.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. We're losing it.
You want to lower a little more?
It'll be easier to pull over. Yeah, why don't you drop it? It's push the floor. Yep.
Thanks again, Wayne.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
we got some. All right,
It's
Spark
fuel.
Check R.
It's fuel.
It's fuel.
So let's get the carb off. Why don't bring it up? It's gonna need some more air. Oh, how you want it? Good for the camera, at least. All right, we'll kill that. Oh, it's one of those.
Oh,
got-
with the 8 million screws?
Yeah, 8 million, 5mm screws. Yeah.
What, it's 10 millimeter?
I think it's 6mm.
It looks like 8.
Oh, even better. Yeah, you're right. I think yep, that's it. All right, watch the nuts. They're going to go flying.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Usually when I make these videos, I have to pause it, pick them up, and look. Because some of them roll away like that one.
Well, one of them's in the here.
Yeah.
You got a magnetic jig or don't matter?
But
That's
actually, no, my kids
now
still
the
like it.
bottom, right? There's no bottom, or is it just a 2? Isn't there a back? Yeah, the back screw. Now the back is that an 8 or a 10? Usually those are 10, aren't they?
It can be either. This one's a 10.
Yep. You got
Go.
breather tube. Lovely design.
These tanks too, they get water in through
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So he needs to be careful. If
Hey,
he's
just so
gonna-
you know, Wayne, he's $86 an hour. These are New York rates.
Oh, are you kidding me? The small engine shop down the street charges $100 an hour.
Easy. Oh, yeah.
Get that out of the way.
Shut the fuel off.
Yeah, I need to get the probably that's a dirty carb.
It's a really
At least from the outside.
Yep.
Let me get a prying apparatus.
I'll say the clamp is off. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll come. It'll come.
All right.
Yeah, ready? You got anything to put under it? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter too much. Although the space heater's probably a good idea to catch it.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's dripping, Jimmy.
It's all right.
Oh, nice.
The paint will survive.
All right.
All right. Cut.
Cut. All right. Now we got to go over to the bench.
Yeah.
I'll look at some of the chat while we're taking that
Yeah, I
apart.
gotta set up something over here.
All right. Thank God for propane. Was it Hank? What's his name? Propane. All right. So we got to take this carby apart. All right. Who's in the chat here? Who we got here? We got Mark Wiley is there. Mr. Clem is there. Mr. Wiley. We got some new people I don't know. Hello to everyone that I don't know. Everyone's saying hello. Pete. Hello, Pete. William is here. We got a bunch of people we know, we don't know. So, do we have access to ultrasonic? We do.
We do.
Hopefully we don't need it.
But now I can't fast forward to cleaning. You have to sit
Yeah,
there
I know.
for
You
5
have to
minutes
suffer
and
through it,
watch
guys. 12 degrees in Wisconsin. Ooh.
Yikes.
Let's see.
All right, I'm going to bring the table up.
What's this guy saying? All right, John, your comment about why is it only run on choke? I need to know what engine is on it so I know what carburetor is on it. So if you put that in the chat, we should be able to help you out. But normally running on choke, it means you got a clogged carb. All right. I was going to say, I never hear all this.
No, that's where editing comes in. And the swearing and,
Oh, yeah.
when things go wrong, it's like, cut.
I should do a video just on the F-bombs where I just put like a musical note in there. It would be like the whole video.
Yep.
Last week, I gouged my finger last week on the stupid spring clamps for the fuel line. They're like razors, I have a screwdriver. I forgot Erica sent me a fuel line removal tool, but it wasn't big enough to corner it. So I had a screwdriver like this, and the clamp was right there. It ripped the whole end of my finger open.
Yikes.
Oh, looks like ginger ale. All right, Wayne, the moment of
Not
truth.
ginger ale. Well, it may not be. I got to get the right size socket. I think it's a 14. Yeah.
Oh. Who else in the chat? New comments. Mr. Rhodes. Hello. Pate is here. Hello, Jason. Or Chris, whoever it is.
Stand there. Cut. Wrong size.
Wrong size.
Be right back.
All right. Hello, everybody. Kenny here, Ken Small Engines. We are at the heart and soul of generator repair, James Condon's place. Came up. We had a nice breakfast. Thanks again, Jim. And yeah, we're just going to have hopefully a short time getting this thing running, Wayne.
Just to see that it makes no power. Wow. That is a bad sign.
That is a bad sign.
Holy cow.
Wayne, you're on my shit list, Wayne. All right.
Where do you get the breaker bar?
Yeah, you're on Condon's shit list too. Oh, I don't know, guys. It's not starting out well.
Well, when you need a breaker bar to open a carb,
You need a vise on this thing, like a bolt-on vise or something.
I know, but it's kind of thin. Like it's not as solid as it looks. I would just bend.
No, but I would put some tap cons in, the expandable threaded inserts.
Yeah.
And then screw it down. Oh my God.
I might need to go to the vise.
Yeah, we got to go to the vise. All right. Wayne, son of a bitch. All right.
On this.
I know. Just so you know, Wayne, Jim never has to go to the vise to take a carb apart. So thank you.
It's extremely rare.
Yeah. I don't see him in the chat yet.
All right. Well, you can watch the replay.
How long does Jim spend in post-production of a typical video? How long?
As longer than fixing the
Absolutely. I would say for a 20, 30-minute video, you're spending 8 hours probably with all the...
No, not that long.
No, well, it depends if you're a Tom and Stella caliber production.
If it's an hour-long video, it's probably at least 2 hours of editing.
Okay. But what do you use?
Filmora.
Filmora. Okay. Yeah, those that are looking for software, he uses the Filmora. I actually have Filmora, but I have the free version. Because I'm cheap. Nah.
All right, what do you think?
Oh, God.
Wow.
There's corrosion in there, buddy.
That...
Not a good sign. We may have to go into the James Condon carb graveyard and pick one out. Yeah, when you got to use a 1/2-inch breaker bar to take off a carb screw, that ain't good. And now the whole bowl's turning.
That it didn't break the body of the carb in half.
Yeah.
This metal is not strong.
Nah, pot metal.
But it's still not, like I couldn't spin that out with my hand. Even now.
Yeah, someone getting it. This is like James Unplugged. Yeah, there we go. No F-bombs today. I have never seen one that tight. My gosh. What's the inside look like? The moment of truth. I've never seen one like that. Oh my!
It's not
not
terrible,
terrible,
actually.
but it's
main jet's clogged.
Yeah.
That's
all right. It's usable.
That'll clean.
Remember, Wayne, $86 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Back to the bench.
I think we need some carb spray, maybe a little Dremel.
Yeah. Wayne, make the check payable to James Condon, LLC. Okay. All right. Who else we got? Dick is here. Hello, my friend. How are you, Dick? How's things over in the UK, up in Birmingham? Hope all is well. Let me see. What gloves do you use that carb cleaner won't dissolve? Nitrile. Just a nitrile glove. That's all. You use black nitrile, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, black nitrile. That's all you need. You get them anywhere, but make sure you have nitrile. Don't use what's the other gloves that suck? The blue. That's the other material that dissolves.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but nitrile gloves.
The opposite.
Yeah, that's all. Here we go. Chinese walk behind. Amazon press scheme. It just needs a carb plane. That's all it is. A Chinese Chanda engine, just a carb plane. Take it apart, clean out the pilot jet, clean out the main jet, the emulsion tube, and you'll be good to go. Seriously, we got videos on all that stuff. Very simple. Yeah.
Get rid of those.
Yep.
So we don't start a fire.
Yeah. I know, fumes. Like they say, it's not the gasoline that burns, it's the fumes.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't need a fire in here. How many BTUs is that heater? 10,000?
A lot. I don't remember. I
I
want to say 30.
Really? It puts out a lot.
Each.
Yeah.
So I used to have one, and then it wasn't enough.
This will do the whole garage?
Yeah, you'll see. In like half an hour, we'll probably have to turn them down.
Oh, really?
It'll be too hot.
How long does a tank last, a propane tank?
On high, I think 24 hours.
Really? That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Yeah. I'm worried about trying to get that main jet.
But you have the hollow point ground screwdrivers, which is the right way to do it, not using a regular screwdriver. Oh, come on. No?
I don't know. It's either coming out or it's stripped.
Yeah.
But I think it's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. Wayne, you lucked out. Like I said, $86 an hour. You're up to 86 already. Get that check. We take cash, MasterCard, Visa, the Amazon gift cards. You got to pop it from inside. Ah, there we go. The emulsion tube came out. Now, how clean is it? Now, you said here, let's show them the main jet. That's clogged, right?
Yeah.
Yep, main jet is clogged.
Solid.
Yep, so we got to do that. How about the emulsion tube?
I mean, it's got some chunk on it.
Straight through?
No, it's not. It's not blocked straight through.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. I think we'll get the pilot jet out.
Yep.
I doubt that's clogged. It seems to be the bottom half of the carb that's all gummed up.
What's it got? Jelly in there? A little bit of jelly going on?
Yeah, I don't think it's rust. It's kind of weird because actually the bolt didn't even come out of the ball.
You gonna brass brush the threads on the nut, on the ball nut?
Yeah, got actually not brass, but yes, I'm gonna wire wheel it.
You use Dremel, right? A little Dremel.
Yeah. Exactly.
I want to get a Fordham kit so I could do better like chainsaw porting and stuff. Fordham is in Bethel, Connecticut. They're only about 15 minutes from me, or 20 minutes from me, and they sell the ones on that you hang the motor, and it's got the long drive shaft. You see all the porters and carvers using them. You know, it's called Fordham, F-O-R-E-D-O-M. I got to get one of those. They're not cheap, they're like $500-600. Yeah, it's sort of like that, but it's industrial. The motor's like this big, and then you have sort of like that. That's you got the Dremel set up.
Yeah, I've been hanging it.
Yeah.
By my bench recently.
I actually have this, but I think I'm missing a piece inside here to adapt it.
Yeah, actually, I had my first one.
Isn't there a collet or something inside you got to put in?
You don't have to. The first one, I forgot to put it on.
Yeah, those of you that wonder what we're talking about, Jim has the Dremel that hangs with the drive shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice system.
So let's clean the emulsion tube first. We'll start with the easy thing. And
And just so you know, nothing easy on this one. Wayne. Yeah, now you can get all that Dremel stuff at Home Depot.
Yeah.
And Lowe's. They sell all the Dremel kits. That is nice. Yeah, these kits with the flex shaft, I think they're about $150 for the whole thing. I mean, everything with all the tools and
yeah, the flex shaft is nice, but not necessary.
Oof, I think I got a piece of my eye.
Oh, sorry, Ken. You're standing in the.
I know. Safety glasses, remember, guys.
Safety squints, Ken.
It hit my eyelid.
Okay.
Oh, your little micro drills.
Yep. You okay?
Yeah. That's it. Luckily, it hit my eyelid. You know how your body reacts quick? My eyelid like flex. That was good. Yeah, good thing the engine's ready to run, Wayne.
Well, I think once we get it running, we're going to see it doesn't make power, and it probably needs a new part that I don't have. But you never know. Sometimes it works out. So let's clear the main jet.
And what I'll do, guys, I'll talk to Jim after this, and I'll get links to his micro drills, the Dremel. We'll put all this stuff in the link, so you guys who want to be James Condon can buy the gear. I do like that boom stand, though. That's nice. Handy.
It is. I wish it was 1 foot taller because I work with the table too low because that's as high as it goes.
Mine, the centerpiece is 3 feet. You could jack it up the whole center, 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got to get the adapter for that boom stand. Yeah. Look at that.
Main jet is now clear.
Oh, you got the baby Husky backpack, the 150. Yeah, that's the baby one. You do a 580. My God, it's unbelievable. Oh, and those that are wondering, you'll probably see a video someday. I had given Jim an Echo backpack. He put a piston and cylinder in it, and you'll probably see that in an upcoming. Did you video it?
I did the video. I haven't actually brought it outside to blow leaves yet. I was waiting for it to warm up, but looking at the forecast, it's not going to warm up.
No, it's going to be 20.
I need to just go out there and do it.
I was at my daughter's yesterday, and the leaves were frozen to the ground.
That's not good.
Nope.
So this I'm doing over the floor because the carb spray takes the paint right off the lift.
And guys, this is all for my iPhone. No special cameras, nothing. So you don't need the biggest high tech to do YouTube.
That's all I use is my iPhone.
Yep.
And you don't need an ultrasonic cleaner either. A lot of people get upset because I show that all the time.
Well, Scott was saying Greasy Shop Rag on one of his, he interviewed on a vlog the other day I was listening to, and he says 90% of the time he doesn't even take out the jets. Yeah. He just puts a gasket diaphragm kit in, a quick clean, he's done.
I'm gonna blow the carb because the my carb spray might swell up that bowl gasket otherwise.
Here we go, Curtis. Good morning from frigid Frankfurt, Illinois. Ken, was that a Honda generator? Which Honda generator? His Honda generator? The one in the back here? The 1000? That's a 4-stroke. All the little ones are 4-stroke. I love that other one you had, that 1964 one that there's the 50s. Yeah, my favorite video of yours is that gas tank. It's got to be. You went through hell and back on that thing.
I did, and then like a month later, I found.
Would you find NOS tank somewhere?
A new old stock. It was a red tank for the I think the water pump or something.
Really?
But
that's a cool unit.
So I was kicking myself, but I think the tank was actually a little different, so I'm not sure it would have worked.
Yeah.
But it was like $50 I found it for. I'm like, you're kidding me.
And you spent about 400 in labor on the other one.
Oh, at least. So this is not the main jet, but this is what picks up the fuel.
The bowl nut.
Yes. The thing that was so hard to get out.
Yeah, just don't nick the old.
I know. But if I...
Well, you got it.
Well, I do have extra bowl nuts, so yeah, if I trash it...
Someone said to me the other day, with all the carburetors you showed in your boxes, is that all from just dead generators? I mean...
Yeah, but you know what? I had another small engine guy that gave me his collection.
Oh, okay.
Which was a lot.
Yeah, someone said, how did Jim get all those carburetors?
Yeah, at least half of them were given to me by someone who didn't clean the carbs. He just swapped them.
Oh, okay.
So the carbs may not be that bad, but...
That is nasty.
I know. So the carbs may not be that bad, but he's not the kind of guy that would want to waste his time cleaning it.
I've never seen that created.
Yes.
Wayne, you got to put the alkylate fuel in, buddy. We're not going to drain this tank, just so you know. It looks like what's in here isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's weird though that the bowl got... I mean, that's a lot of corrosion.
It is.
I don't know how well that comes through, but the very bottom, it's just pitted.
Oh, one guy said, Jim, do you get complaints from your neighbors with all the testing you do?
No, because most of my testing's indoors, and actually when I go to test... Ow.
Oh, look at that.
So it's usually...
there's a new option. Glove and...
Another reason to wear gloves.
Yeah.
So when I go to test, it's usually on a weekend, and I'll do like 2 or 3 in a row, and then nothing for a month. Like the neighbors...
But your neighbors aren't next to you. I mean, I have neighbors 8 feet away.
No.
Your neighbors are 600 feet away.
But the guy, my closest neighbor, I thought he was going to shoot me in the back of the head.
What?
I would go plow my driveway at 6 in the morning, and he'd get mad.
Really?
After a hurricane, I'd turn my emergency generator on, and he'd knock on the door.
Does he have any power equipment that needs fixing?
No.
Oh, too bad. You can tell him to go to screw.
Well, all my current neighbors, yeah, are like...
Jim, I got this.
Exactly. They know.
Oh, like my neighbors, even new neighbors that move into my neighborhood, they know even something as simple as... Funny story. One of my neighbors, brand new... All my neighborhood now is all... Brooklyn, New York City, they're all coming up to where I'm in Connecticut, right? So he comes up and he goes, he stops, he texts me, I don't know where he got my number from, but he texts me and he says, my air conditioner's leaking, my floor's all wet, this and that. And I said to him, I said, a window air conditioner? And he goes, yeah. I go, is it tilted inward? And he goes, what do you mean? I go, well, you're supposed to tilt them outward so that the outside is lower than the inside so the water drains out. About 10 minutes later, he calls me back. You're amazing. It's a miracle. And
Genius.
Then he leaves a daylily, like a 4-foot tall, like $50 daylily on my porch. I said, I'd rather have $50. I didn't say that to him. But yeah, so he left me a plant and he said, thank you. But I was like, common sense. It's like you drain the water out. He was draining and it was pouring into his living room.
It seems like common sense,
Yeah.
but you know.
We know what it is. People that come from New York, like the city, they pay people to do stuff. They don't do anything themselves.
Well, yeah, you probably wouldn't want them hanging an air conditioner in New York City because it's probably 20 stories up.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yep. Let's see. Who else is chatting here? Past 2 years with the choke on. No, take it apart. If you want, send me a picture of it, and I'll tell you what to do. Send me a picture of the carburetor and the unit, and I'll tell you what to do with it. Yep. Yeah, it's simple. And actually, if you want, send me a picture, and I'll send you a video showing how to clean it, because I'm sure we'll find one amongst all of our videos. Married with Small Engines. Hello, Erica.
Hello.
Let me see. She said we had a lineup of Generac generators come in last week, all with rotten fuel and rotten carbs, but we bought the expensive premium fuel. Yeah, that's what they say. We bought the premium fuel. Yeah, but the premium fuel isn't a rustification restoration elixir. Okay,
I use pump gas on my generator for the last 17 years.
No kidding. Do you have ethanol in yours?
Yeah.
Do you?
You just got to change it out a couple times a year and you'll be fine.
That's all.
But no one wants to. You know, they're probably don't have the right tooling.
Wayne, doesn't this remind you of the dentist?
Yeah. I think that's good.
It's good enough for Wayne. How's the needle?
Needle, I think, was good.
Yeah.
I think we can probably put it back together.
Yeah. All right, Wayne, we're up to $148.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Not that we're keeping track.
Oh, no, not at all.
John Clem said proctologist. Out. Peter on the West Coast, good morning. He's up early.
All right, yeah. All right, so it's not as clean as I normally get them, but you know what?
It's Wayne. We don't care.
It'll run.
There you go.
And it might even run well, potentially.
Cross your fingers,
Although
Wayne.
that looks a little dirty. Maybe I should brush that off real quick.
I like the flex shaft, though. It's nice.
Good enough?
Show him your finger. I just want to say. Those that, if you go back, you'll see where the Dremel got caught in his glove. So even though you have gloves, you still got to watch it. You want me to let the cat in?
Sure.
You want to go in? How many you got, Jim?
I have 3 cats and a 4th one. Actually, he wants to stay.
Oh, okay.
He's running away. He likes it out here. He was a stray.
Oh, he is black as night.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Shadow.
Apropos.
Yeah, needle doesn't look great, but it was working. There's a little bit of corrosion on the side.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's got that stupid spring where you got to get that
Yeah, you got to get
in and
it
out.
under.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Through and over. Yeah.
what the? Come on.
There you go.
Yeah, I usually just leave them in because they're a pain.
Let's see. Getting all these comments now about my short where I said we were doing this. Randy is there, Toboli. How you doing, Randy? Now, are those from one end only, or what? I know
No,
sometimes
they
you have the
shouldn't
swedged
be.
end. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the Makunis
Yep.
more often have it like that, or
Has a gasket. Looks all right.
It's fine.
It'll do.
It swelled a little bit
Did it? Yeah.
due to the
Pretty clear, clean.
yeah. So we got to clamp it down before it.
What do you have,
swells
Berryman?
anymore.
What are you using?
I'm using the Berryman. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
They have that usually at Walmart, but I haven't seen it lately. The Chem Tool. Yeah, the B12. Yeah. Or C, was it C12? B12, yeah. Just like vitamin B12. Not the same.
it still doesn't turn in.
You want to tap it? What is that,
I might.
3S24?
You grab that WD-40 behind you. I might try wetting it a bit.
The big one or the small one?
Big one, I think. Oh yeah, the cap is broken. Be careful. I've been breaking those caps like crazy.
Are those 3S24 like the other ones?
I don't know. Thread, you mean?
Yeah, thread usually on Kohler carburetors is 3S24.
If this doesn't go in, I might just steal one from another. There we go. No, that's really tight. Let me grab a parts carb.
You want to try and thread it?
Oh, tap it? Or you think it's... I just steal one from yeah, that's right.
Wayne, the bill just went up $78.50 plus shipping.
Yeah. If I have one like it. Solenoid?
But you can rethread those holes, guys. Usually, this one, I don't know if it's Chinesian metric thread, but the threads in there, I know on American carbs, it's 3/8 24.
We could try it.
You know,
What's it called of a Honda? So what's Honda?
it's metric. I'm sure it's like an M. What is it? Like an M10. You got a M10 nut? We could try and put this onto an M10 nut. Faster. These pitch 1.5. No, you need the fine. The M10 by 1. You get the fine. Or just coarse stuff.
I might have it.
Yeah, these are just coarse. What's the fine pitch on an M10, guys? Think fast. The coarse is 1.5. Is the M10 fine 1.0? I think it's 1.0. Could be 0.8, but I think it's 1.0. You think it's 0.8? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like the thread.
I have an M10 1.25.
That's 1.25? This is 1.5. Well, I could lay it on the side and see if it's the same pitch. Do you have metric nuts laying around? Metric nuts in a nut jar? 10 millimeter nuts.
Try that.
No, that's coarse. You need fine. We need fine thread. Anyone? M10 fine thread. What's the pitch? 0.8? You have a thread pitch gauge in your tap set?
Oh yeah, it's in there.
Is it metric? They got metric.
There's both. Yeah, it has both.
Here we go. I'm saying 1.0 or 0.8. So let's try. It's definitely not 0.8. I think it's 1.0.
I'm gonna dig in the carb bin. I know I have something.
Yep, M10 by 1.0.
It's a 1.0.
Yep, M10 1.0. I was gonna say, even if you have an M10 nut, it may clean your threads.
Yeah, I brought over those two bins over there that have.
Metric?
I mean, it's a mixed bag, but I'm sure there's some fine thread in there.
Let's see what we got here. Hope everyone's having a good day. You're live with Kenny and Jim Condon.
So I am gonna try this one. This is a parts carb. Has no choke plate. It did have a choke plate, but I broke it last summer. So
Those that are looking to help out Jim's channel, get him a full metric tap and die set that has fine pitch.
and that one actually has a broken seal and it's rusted. But let's just test the threads. See if it's the nut or the carb body. Oh no. It does like a turn. So maybe it's a different thread, but I doubt it.
You don't have an M10 by 1 tap?
No. Just what you see. I mean, we can twist it in, force it in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not doing anything else. Just twist it in. Screw it.
I do. Yeah. I mean, I have another carb. If it breaks, I have another carb.
Did you go this way with your cleaner to make sure it's not plugged with your wire?
No. Yeah, it's fine.
A lot of times you get schmutz. Send it home, Jim.
Yeah.
It's only Wayne. Just send it home.
It's probably not going to come out again.
Not our problem. All right, who else is in the chat? He's saying he bypasses the clogged carb when he does propane. Yeah, it doesn't go through the jet anyway. Did you check the pilot jet or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was clear.
I don't even know why they put those stop screws on. There is no idle on a generator.
It's just to hold the thing down.
Yeah, to hold the pilot jet down. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd throw them all away. See how good I'm.
Wayne, we're up to 96.25.
All right. Should we try it out?
Let's try it out. All right, guys. I'm not going to trip over the cords.
Yeah, don't trip over.
Oop, good.
Oopsie. I'll lower that a bit.
There you go.
All right.
And to think, I was teaching this guy how to measure engines and stuff. Now he's blowing me away.
Oh, please.
Is there a gasket on there? Yeah. Or is that just the plastic?
Yeah, it should be. It's on the carb. Stuck to the
Okay.
carb side.
Yeah, don't need a vacuum leak.
Come on.
Okay, let me hold it.
Sure.
There you go.
All right. And then we'll get the silly little spring on, which these can be a pain.
There we go. All right.
Let's see if it leaks. Probably will.
Yes. Oh, it's leaking like I said. Get out your.
Stop it. It's too fast to. Oh, shit.
No, it's leaking. Yeah.
I didn't put the drain in.
Oh, the nut?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Rookie mistake. What do they say? Amateur.
Yeah, at least I remembered the pilot jet.
Yeah, the bull nut. Oh, the drain. Oh, okay. The drain screw.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, turn.
See, even James Condon makes mistakes, people. We're all fallible.
Cut.
Yeah, cut, edit. This is going in the edit bin.
I mean, it might still leak anyway, but at least I'll have a chance.
Yeah, we'll see. You want to get some racks for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that fire hazard cleaned up.
It's definitely no ethanol fuel because it's evaporating pretty quick. Usually the ethanol fuel sits for a while.
It's not leaking.
Imagine that. All right, let's put on the clip. All right, clip is on. You want to put a couple of nuts on there instead of the air cleaner just to hold it on and test it, or what? A couple of nuts on the end?
Well, we can just put the backing plate on.
Oh,
but not
okay.
the filter.
Yep. There you go.
And we got to clear this stuff off the lift table because it's all going to be on the floor.
So you're
if we try
shaking around,
starting
yeah.
it. Yeah. Come on. It is flooding a little bit. Let's turn that fuel off.
Oh, it's leaking?
Yeah, but it'll probably.
The needle, you think?
I think a lot of times when I put carbs together, they'll leak initially.
Yeah.
But then they work itself out, so I'm not too worried about it yet. Because it was working before it was cleaned. So in theory.
Do you have a drill out, or can I put the cover on this?
There's no drawouts. They're all in there. Good enough. Make sure the throttle moves, and it does. So I'm just going to clear off the bench here, and then we'll try to start it. See what happens.
truth, guys.
Yeah, let's lower it because it's hard to pull
Yep.
when it's up in the air. Wait, you're up to $118.73. All right, so I'm going to bring it around this side so they can see the light. So the light is plugged in and turned on, assuming the engine starts. I don't think that light's going to come on. At least that's what we're told. Yeah, choke. The fuel is off because it was flooding.
Yep. All right, fuel on. Oh, to keep fuel off, just to see the putts or what?
Yeah, you don't need to turn. Once it's running, you can turn the fuel on if you want.
All right, contact.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me try it with it open because it's flooded.
Ready?
Yep. Whoa, why is it kicking in?
Wow. You gotta check the valves.
There's something wrong besides the car. I told you it felt funny when we called it.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right.
You think the valves just need adjustment?
It's almost like timing.
Timing, like it skipped a tooth or something.
Could be timing. All right.
Is it worth trying to turn it with a drill or something?
No, it's throwing flames.
That's true too. Yeah. Oh, it's throwing flames?
Oh yeah, coming out of the intake.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh.
Flames out of the intake is either a bad plug
Or a bad can.
or a bad can. Yeah, let's check the valves real quick.
Yeah.
These aren't known for having bad cans.
But if the intake stuff opens just a hair, it's too tight, the flame can go through.
But it's true. It has compression.
It does. It does have. It just feels weird.
It feels weird the whole way through.
The whole way through, you're feeling it.
It feels
Like
you're pulling twice as hard.
Yeah.
Then you should have to. Like it's not spinning well.
Yeah.
It's really kind of weird. Let me turn that back.
Get into it. You got enough to tank? Oh, you can get it from here.
So one thing I hate about this generator, you really can't get to the top valve bolts too well.
What if
And
you take this cover off?
the spark plug, it's impossible to get out. Like I'm thinking the plug.
Oh yeah.
Could be an issue. You
Yeah.
got to take the tank off.
Oh my god.
Or you're gonna kill yourself.
accessibility sucks.
So
My god.
yeah, let's get the tank out of the way.
Thanks, Wayne.
I thought this was a power problem.
I know. We thought it was a generator problem. We didn't know we were dealing with flames coming out the intake and all that crap. Are we allowed to bet online with this repair?
Who thinks this is gonna run today? This morning?
Yeah, I can't take up too much of Jim's time, so we'll see what's going on.
Yeah. This is the tank vent. So we got to disconnect that. And then just what, the 12s?
12s.
Yeah, some 12 millimeter bolts holding the tank on. Oh, and the fuel line, that would help too.
Was it?
The fuel line.
Yeah.
We should probably
Oh, yeah.
disconnect that.
Yeah, it's off. Right?
Yeah, let me pull it right from the car.
Carburetor?
Yeah, since it's already kind of loose. Question is, where did I put all the tools?
Here.
There. Yeah.
I got the 10 branch.
I've got the 10 socket.
I got the 10 branch.
Can't lose the 10 or we're shut down.
And I just want to say publicly, thanks StreamYard for nothing. All right, fuel.
Unplug that. And
12 millimeter.
lower the. I'll get the 12.
Oh, you gotta get the small one, right?
Yeah, I've got the 3/8 one. I think it's. Oh, no.
The 1/2 inch is a little loose.
1/2 inch is loose.
It's loose, yeah.
So it's probably 11? 12.
Is it 12?
Yeah, let's grab a 12. It's metric, this generator.
Yeah, 12 is 480.
All right, tank's coming out. Well, this battery may not be up to it.
Michael, I don't know if you'll hear hi guys, welcome back. You'll hear hi guys, what the hell?
Yeah.
It says, do you all ever partake in adult beverages in your work? No, just after we get paid.
This one's weird. It has a nut.
It's got a nut on it?
Yeah, it's usually the welded.
Huh.
That one's different.
You want to take it completely off?
Yeah, it should be free. It's usually free. I mean,
Yeah.
we got some few acorns. That could be a clue. There's a lot of corrosion on the top of the valve cover.
Now, are these Hemis? Don't
I
tell
think
me
that's
it's torch. Don't tell me.
Is that a torch?
It looks like a torch. It might be a torch. No, I think, I don't know.
Could be an NGK.
I see
too.
YC, so usually that's a champion.
What is that?
I know.
I think it's a torch or a Chinese.
Chinesium. It is. Oh yeah, Chinesium. The F7. Chinesium.
Doesn't look great.
Doesn't look great. It's a little wet.
Let's-
Chinesium.
Let's try a new plug
Yeah.
before we pull the cover. Yeah, definitely. Let's try a new plug. What do you think? I haven't looked it up, but it's probably
RC12YC.
No.
Or are you going NGK? BP or 60S?
Your PPR probably 6. Yeah,
5. 6. That's fine.
Yeah, that's the cooler one. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's higher, it's cooler. On those.
Cap is maybe a little big. My fingernail's about 30 thousandths, but it's close.
Yeah. Oh, there should be a generator task force that prohibits storing generators outside. Well, some of us don't have a choice, you know. William, to do a collaboration video with Tom, he's 13 hours difference, so kind of hard with the time differential. See, right now it is 9:15 our time here. It is 10:15 p.m. his time. And we're just starting winter. He's just starting summer. So it's 20 degrees here. It's 100 degrees there. All right. You'll just throw 2 nuts. You can put the air cleaner base on. Just do the nuts.
Yeah.
For this, yeah, just for this. Round 2, or actually round 27, the way we're going.
Wow, yeah, I think it's going to end up.
Yeah. Oh, the vintage is on here. Hey, Tom.
Is that the wrong?
We got Australia watching. That's
Australia.
Perth, Australia.
There we go. Part of an airbox. Works great for this. Oh, we should probably focus in on what we're doing here. Can you, let's see. We're just leaving the airbox off.
Yeah.
In fact, we can probably leave the carb probably has enough fuel in it. We could just spray it.
Yeah, just see if it pops.
See if
flames out.
see if the engine. I mean, this is you got to be careful too with the backfiring coming out. If it's timed wrong, we could.
Especially if your face is closed.
Pull a shoulder out, break an arm. You know.
Yeah, the kickback. All right, ready? Lower it down.
Yeah, let me lower it down. Leave the tools there on the bench, but they might rattle all off. Want me to spray it?
Yeah. A little spray.
Give it a little spray.
Ready?
Ready. No power. Is there a reset?
All right, so just so you know, guys, I bitch and moan about torch plugs. There you go.
Yeah. So the carb, it was dirty,
Yeah.
but was that why it didn't run?
Yeah, I mean, who knows what was happening with that plug? I mean, it was firing when it wanted to, I guess.
Kind of cracked the garage doors a bit.
So, anywho. Good afternoon from Germany. Good afternoon, Bruce. How are you? All right, so we got a runner, but we got no power. So now, is it worth flashing the fields and trying all that crap, Jim?
No.
No?
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
That generator, actually most with ADRs, the rotor, like this one right here, which I'm going to show you, they have permanent magnets right there. You cannot lose magnetism.
Oh.
And it's
But
like
would you
that on
damage
both
something
sides.
if you hooked a drill to it and tried to do
It wouldn't
that?
hurt anything.
Okay, because we
anything,
did that, yeah.
If anything, it's going to boost the voltage.
Okay.
So if something, like if it's dirty slip rings, bad brushes, weak AVR, it might kickstart it.
So it looks like we're going to be looking for a short somewhere in the rotor.
Yeah, and I will say, I don't know if you noticed, but when I unplugged the light and plugged it into
it went up, right? Or no?
I heard the sound of the engine changed.
It did. It went a little higher. It seemed like.
And usually that's an indication of a short.
Okay.
Like something, you know, it's changing the load on the engine.
Yeah.
Something was happening.
Okay.
I was waiting for smoke. But it never, besides the exhaust. It never came out.
All right.
So let's turn this around.
Wayne, shame on you for not checking the spark plug. Seriously, that's the first thing I do on anything I get.
That's usually what most people do, and honestly, it usually doesn't work.
Yeah.
But when
in our case, it might have. I mean, I'm glad we cleaned it. I mean, it was
the carb was
the main jet was clogged. Yeah.
If it was only just like there wasn't much in it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So I'm gonna turn the air compressor on again.
You gotta take off the end bill.
Yep. All right, that's enough air. I should have fired up the gas-powered one. Now, these are loose. Did you have this off?
No. Wayne may have had it off.
The one on the right was loose.
I think he replaced the AVR, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-oh. And it still doesn't work? That's not good.
Yeah, see, brand new AVR. See the plug, how it's nice and white?
Yeah. So.
Uh-oh, he didn't tie wrap it where it was supposed to be tie
He
wrapped.
didn't.
Oh, he did? Okay.
It's kind of loose, but I don't think that they're both loose.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the problem.
A little corrosion in there.
Go. Don't trip on the hose.
Yep. Now, do you have to take it apart to check it or no?
To check the rotor, no. But to check the stator, yes. Oh, you don't have to take it apart. You have to disconnect all the wires.
Okay.
But I'm going to start by checking the rotor because it seems like a lot of Generacs in the last year have been failing. They've been breaking wires.
Mhm.
And so we'll put this in horseshoe mode. And what I want to do, I'm just going to pull the wires off the brushes. And we'll put these leads on the terminals here, going through the brushes. So we should get between 40 and 70 ohms through the brushes. It'll be higher, which the brushes look new too.
Yeah, he replaced brushes.
Yeah,
he tried everything.
and you can see it's open circuit.
Ooh.
So the rotor's bad. And that's how these Generacs have been failing on the power side.
You're shit out of luck, Wayne, because he doesn't have a rotor.
Well, I have two. I don't know if they're the right size. One is definitely too small.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the only way to know for sure
Take it out.
is to take the rotor out and compare it to what I have and see if it's
If you have time, it's your call, Jim. If you want me to leave it here, it's your. You tell me, Jim. Up to you.
We can take it off. I think that might be the end of the show though, because I seriously doubt I have one that fits.
Okay.
So yeah, let's take it off.
We can see the water trick.
Okay, we can do that.
Those that don't know the water trick, that's you're hydraulicing the rotor now. Some people use grease, some people use bread. Jim likes water.
Yeah, it's easier to clean up,
That's true.
and it works pretty well. But it is grease is better. So if it's leaking,
Have you ever come across a gas kerosene dual fuel generator? I've never seen
no
kerosene.
kerosene.
That's a diesel engine, then, right?
Yeah, how would you? Get
How would
the
you
high
do? Yeah, how would
compression?
you run it? Kerosene's diesel. You'd have to have a diesel engine. You have the tri-fuel, natural gas, propane, and gasoline, but I've never seen kerosene because that would be a diesel.
Yeah. Wrong size. Oh, there we go. So.
Now,
Before we
what are
just-
each of those for?
Leg one, leg two.
Okay.
So it's
So
120,
neutral,
120.
So neutral, positive, or
Well, I mean, if you're going, if
Old
the,
school,
if
I'm saying.
the wire colors mean anything,
Yeah.
then yes. Neutral.
oh, neutral, yeah, and then
But-
gray and black, or gray and red. Okay.
Yeah, and those are 180 degrees apart. So positive 120, well, that's negative
So
120. So you
two
get
pole.
240. Yeah. So I am going to mark, it shouldn't matter, but there's two sets of white wires. It shouldn't matter, but I don't trust coloring
Mhm.
because they just pick random colors.
Ah, okay.
So I'm going to just mark the white.
I like the girl in Thailand who doesn't mark anything.
We'll mark one of the whites. You can tell too, because when you put it back together,
Mhm.
the longer wires go to
I'll go to the
bottom.
end. Yeah, there we
So
go. Okay, makes
you
sense.
can usually figure it out.
Wayne, if you're here, low power mode. Can I? Is that thing?
Yeah.
Wayne, if you're here, come in the comments just to say hello, because everyone's wondering who Wayne is. It isn't Wayne Stephenson from Canada. It's
the only Wayne I
my
know.
Wayne that works with me. All right. My multimeter only goes up to 50 ohms on continuity. Obviously, yours is different, but it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, continuity is different because continuity will only beep if you have a really low connection, usually. Mine, it has to be a pretty low ohm reading for it to beep.
Michael said Wayne's under the bed in tears. Where did he get the bill?
I guarantee you it's a broken wire, or the solder connection.
That real flimsy wire? Is that the one? The aluminum wire?
Yeah, it's the copper clad aluminum wire, which I'm not even sure it's copper.
Oh yeah, there two of them, right? One on each
might
side.
Be painted.
Is it one on each side?
What do you mean one on each side?
One on each pole or something, or is it?
Yeah, there's one on each slip ring.
Yeah,
going to each slip ring.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yep. Those that don't know, I'm not a generator guy per se. I've learned what I have from Jim and Gary, but for the most part, if I have questions, I just call them. I did wonder how it would have got to yours. What got to mine, John? What, the generator? Wayne dropped it off at my house yesterday after work. We work close to I live close to work. I'm only 6.5 miles from work, so it's when he works on Saturday, he could just stop by, and that's what he did.
Yeah, that's what I usually do off camera, right? I put
the
everything
nuts
back
together,
where it goes, because
you don't want missing ones.
You don't want missing ones, and you don't know how long it's going to be apart.
Oh, that's true.
I've had machines where I take it apart, and like 4 months later, I get the part I've been waiting for, and I'm like, oh god, do I have all the parts? How does this go together? I don't remember anything about this machine. In fact, I have one over there. I've had parts in order for 4. I fixed it in August.
From who though? What vendor?
Parts Tree.
Really? They just say back order? Or what?
Yeah, I ordered 10 different parts. They have 9 of the 10.
And they won't ship?
They probably would, but the 10th one's a pretty important one. So if they can't come up with that part, I might not want the order.
So, hold on. What am I doing here? Hold on. I just screwed up X out. What gen from Canada? What are we talking about?
Huh?
Someone's asking me about a generator from Canada. Uh-oh, I can't see the chat now. What did I do?
I don't know. You're the expert in this.
There we go. How far am I away from James? About an hour. About an hour maybe. It depends on traffic and everything else. So.
All right. Let's set this aside. And we need to get the exhaust off next, because all the wires are done. Actually, the brushes we should get out of there.
Brush block.
Yeah, otherwise they'll break if you try to pull the state off, because they're kind of dragging.
Now, you technically started all this stuff with the Onin in your camper. Is that how it all started, or what?
Yeah. I mean, that was the first video.
Yeah.
Let's test the brushes real quick. I'm sure it's not them because he replaced them.
Yep.
But you never know. Nope, that works. That brush works. And then, yeah. So yeah, brushes are fine. And if you want to be, and this is something too, I mean, if you're going to fix something like this, the rotor is open circuit. So that should be the only problem. But if you really wanted to make sure, you would also test the stator so you don't end up wasting your time.
But if there was a homeowner and he knew some of this stuff and wanted to buy a rotor, I mean, what are we talking for a customer rotor if you had to buy one?
Well, the problem is, like, Generac doesn't sell just a rotor.
Okay.
They sell the whole
rotor, the whole head?
The whole generator head. And Generac would charge about $800 to $1,000 for it.
Double the price of the generator.
Exactly. So they don't want you buying it.
Yeah.
But it's a Honda clone, and any Honda clone will bolt on.
Okay.
The difference is some of these generators are longer, some are shorter, and the exhaust is made for a certain length.
And aren't some of the end castings in there different the way they mount? Some of them?
Here?
The number of bolts and how they mount. You had one time it was the bolt pattern was different or something.
Yeah, but the Honda clones, the bell housing is part of the engine.
Oh, okay.
And they're all the same, except the Champion I worked on recently. That one was like a.
So if you were to buy this from Generac, it would come from here out.
Yeah, and I assume it would have the stuff here, like the AVR and the end housing, but they're all a little different. But yeah, so just to test, you want to test the stator, so it should be around 0.4. In this case, we get nothing. So, And I see another problem already. I'll show you in a minute.
Burn.
So 0.5, 0.4, that's fine. Check it to ground.
Nothing.
No issues. We'll
No
check
sh-
the other one. Should be the same.
0.4
Yeah, slightly lower.
to ground.
Yeah, so it seems to be good. The issue is look at how far this comes down.
Oh, so when the nut contacts it, it could be
so
holding
when
it
you
away.
clamp it,
Yeah, it's hitting fabric.
yeah, it's not great.
Huh.
You also want to check these too. So you got the blue wires, which is the power for the AVR.
Yeah. Now, what did you call that? There's a certain
DPE.
coil. DP winding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no fault to ground. Check it to each winding. There should be no connection. And check the blue wires. It's around 1.5 plus or minus an ohm. 3.2, good enough.
Okay.
And then the other two wires, they actually connect in over to here. It's the sense.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's fine. So I mean, the stator is fine. It's just the rotor isn't.
Gary's saying the Generac GP series is not worth getting a new rotor stator anyway.
Yeah, your best bet would be a Honda Clone with a blown up engine, and just do a generator swap.
You want to move this way?
Sure. Not that size though.
That's a 10 millimeter, right?
Yeah.
52 watching. Oh, thanks, guys. Hit the like button, please. I don't know. Is there a like on the live? I don't know. Is there a like? Maybe afterwards hit the like. Either way.
There is. You gotta keep it out of the chat, I think. You gotta close the chat window.
Yeah. Come back later, guys, and hit the like. It'll help the channel. I'm sure I'm gonna get a gazillion views because I got Mr. Condon here.
Well, no one knows about it unless they subscribe to you.
Yeah, I put it on my community page.
I'll have to link to it afterwards.
I thought it was pretty good. You got the glove caught in the shrapnel there, and you got the crusty carb, and it ends up being a damn torch plug.
Yeah, I mean, we could have gone down a deep rabbit hole just to come back to the plug. I'd be like, oh.
So just remember, the moral of the story, guys, plug first.
Exactly. Start with the simple,
Yeah.
easy stuff. Careful,
You
Ken.
told me about that, Jim.
I told you.
You told me.
I do that once a day. Exactly that move.
You know what we sell at work? Not sell, we use at work. Plastic pieces like this, Jim. They're plastic with that kind of grip on it, like diamond plate, and they go over the wire, and they're weighted.
I wish that was in that corner. Like, that is the worst corner to have that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have to get the exhaust bolts out.
Yeah,
So
the
this
heat shield.
this heat shield needs to come off. So there's a bolt here, which is kind of, there we go. It's either gonna break or come out.
Someone's saying, Jim, you need to take this and create a bloopers video.
Oh God, I wish I kept track of all the bloopers
Oh,
because
my
I
God.
could make like
Off the
my
editing
longest
table.
video ever of just bloopers.
Sure.
I gotta get just a regular ratchet for the sauce one.
Yeah, those heaters do well. I tell you, you can feel it.
Yeah, the door's even cracked open from all that smoke. Propane though, I mean it's probably like $25 a bottle, so it adds up.
An hour.
But they work, and the best thing for me, I used to have a torpedo heater.
Mm-hmm. They're loud though.
I couldn't record while they're on, so I'd shut it off, and by the end of the 2 hours I was working, I was freezing. So I got these that are nice and quiet. Not quite as high BTU, but just the two of them.
Do you have natural gas here?
No.
I was gonna say, you know, the propane tank. Put one of those industrial units in the corner. You know, they work great.
Well, like a mini split, like over there or something. Someday. Or stove.
That's an exterior wall, right? Or no?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so you can do a stove.
Half-inch, maybe?
7/16.
Wow.
Well, metric, so
No,
it's
it's
12
metric.
millimeter. 12. No, it might be 10. 10. Try 10.
There's no way that's 10. Those?
Oh, those. I thought you meant these. No, those are 13 or 14.
Yeah. I would say
14 maybe.
Which,
Could be 13.
let me grab.
No, 13 would be 520. They're 14s.
Really?
Yeah, well, 13 or 14.
All right, you say 13.
No, 13. It's 13. 13,
Oh, can't change your mind now.
13 is 520, so it's 13.
Here's a 13.
Yeah.
And then I lost the ratchet. There it is. See, I'm not used to working fast, Ken.
I'm not telling you to work fast. It's Wayne's money.
Holy good
You
God.
want WD or
I got some
magic?
blaster, because, you know, this stuff is...
I like Croyle better.
I got that, too.
Croyle's the best.
Let me try it. I've been saying...
I love Croyle.
I've never used
It's expensive. I mean, you cry when you get the bill, but Croyle's the best. It wets the metal.
Yeah, it's here. Somewhere.
The orange, the orange and black can. No, to the left. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there.
How far back is it?
There you go. You can always tell the orange and black. That's about $30 to $35 a bottle.
Yeah, I got this a while ago. I just thought I'd save it for the day
Croyle.
I'm out of PB Blaster 4 heavy, really stuck full.
And it smells wonderful.
What, does it come with a straw?
No.
Come on.
Does it even have the thing? Okay, there you go. Yeah, Croyle's a better. It's got a great smell.
Spray's nice, though.
Yeah,
I like that.
But smell it. Smell the tip. A nice smell.
Mmm. I could eat it.
Minty.
All right, watch. I'll just... Oh, there we go.
No, Croyle's good. Don't whack your knuckles. See, if that was me, I'd have bloody knuckles by now.
Let's see how many of these fasteners I lose. Want to grab a hold of that exhaust and yank it out in a second? Just lift it up a little.
It's still warm.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just right. And we got a little bit of junk packed in the fins, too. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Abel, he likes knocker loose. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if I can get it around here, though.
It does smell good.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, it's wonderful. You can use that in the bathroom after
It's
you
like a
use
prostitute's mouthwash.
Oh.
Oh, what'd you? Oh, it's right there. I love that smell.
Yeah, so putting the bolts back.
Liquid
Exciting.
wrench. Yeah, I don't mind liquid wrench. I like the smell of Croyle better.
All right, so at this point, really all we have to do is loosen those bolts there and start pulling stuff off. So I'm going to raise this back up. Actually, you can raise it back up. I'm going to turn the compressor on. Sorry about the noise. Oh, hi, Jim. Oh, hi. All right, that's good. It's just weird that it's got- Tight. Have you bought any of these from McMaster? They're really cheap.
Not really. I get so many broken generators, I just part them off.
All right. I need a quiet compressor.
Support it.
All right. I'll get in a little closer.
Now the magic happens.
Yeah. So it's just the 4 bolts and a puller. And the more corrosion there is, the more dirt,
Do you
usually
want to spray this at all?
the more stuck it is. I usually spray around the ball bearing because that has to let
I just
go.
didn't know if they'd pick up in the aluminum when it came out.
Yeah, I don't know actually. I haven't had to spray the other side, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea. And then we'll just buzz those out with a 10, I think.
Yeah, talking about noisy compressors, PGM. I have a oilless compressor, and it wakes up the family every night when it turns on at 3 a.m. Because mine's downstairs in a ranch and we're upstairs, so there's no noise. There's nothing between us except a wood floor.
Oh, yeah. I got a new puller. We get to try it out. I broke my last puller,
Did you?
which I really liked. So
Name
now I
brand or
got this
Chinese?
one.
What do you got?
Uh,
Like not Matco or anything like that.
no, it's nothing. It's not like a snap-on. It's from Amazon, but it's
That's nice.
nice because it's spring-loaded.
I just
That's
wish they had the finer thread though.
Yeah.
The finer thread takes more load.
Well, this one, you don't need to put much of a load on, but if you actually are trying to pull like,
Do you put a piece of soft metal here so you don't hit against the nut, or what do you do?
no, I let it hit the nut.
Oh, okay.
The nut, sorry, the bolts, but
Soft enough.
the bigger problem is the unhousing here.
Yeah.
It's
You ever snap one off?
several times. What is this thing not center
I was
up?
gonna say. Yeah, because there's 4 instead of 3. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
there's
my
4
old
pieces.
puller would always center up.
Yeah, but you've got this big piece here, Jim. But if you put it here, right, Jim? These 2, instead of using this one, use these 2 and that one.
You don't want to use this one
Okay. You
because
see
it's
this
not
plate
strong
here?
enough.
That's what's keeping it.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a 2-jaw, which is even worse because now you're pulling from 2 spots, but hopefully this one isn't too stuck.
Well, you got fine threads on that.
Yeah, this puller I loved. I was so mad when I broke one of the.
Oh, jaws.
It used to be a 3-jaw puller, now it's a 2-jaw because one of the things like broke off.
All you need now, Jim, is a mill drill and a little lathe. You're all set.
Now
With the
this
size of your channel, you should call Vivor. They'll give you a mini lathe and a mill drill. They will.
it's coming right off. See,
Ah.
that's how easy it should be. Like one
Yeah,
finger. If it's too much, if it's like even a little bit.
But
of effort,
what's holding that? Just the bearing on the end of the rotor?
the bearing has a. It almost looks like a ring, like a piston
Okay.
ring around
Yep,
it.
yep.
I think that's what keeps the outer race from probably.
Oh, retaining
spinning.
ring.
Yeah. We are free.
You were right, Jim.
You see it?
Yep. It's broken off.
That is so funny. So
That's it. You were right.
I'm releasing a video next Thursday,
Uh-huh.
and guess what you're gonna see?
Now, can that be fixed?
Sure, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No, can you guys see that?
Let me.
It broke where the solder joint was on that. Now there's one on the other side as well, right?
Yeah. So there's one. Goes around a compression stroke.
And that one's broke.
No. See, that goes to the slip ring.
Yep.
The problem is they wound each side of these separately.
Yeah.
And then they joined it.
Yeah.
In the middle, instead of using one piece of wire, they did this.
Yeah, but
And you see how this solder blob?
Yeah.
You know what happens when this spins at 3,600 RPM? That blob is off balanced, just shaking the wire.
Oh.
And what do you think happens?
Yeah, but what if you unwind one and go like that?
Right. So what you're going to see next week is that I take the wire that's right here, that's wrapped around the post.
Unwind one turn.
I
Or
unwound it a
mechanic-
couple turns.
and mechanically attach it.
Now these are coated, so
So
they
won't
don't
make contact unless you sand
they
it.
don't make contact.
I got you.
What I had to do was take a knife,
Because it's lacquer on top.
scrape,
Of it.
scrape,
Yep,
scrape,
yep.
scrape on both sides. I think I melted the solder off, and then I twisted it,
yeah.
mechanically locked it,
Yep.
and then epoxied it down so it won't vibrate,
Oh.
and it works.
Okay, so technically Wayne can do that.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to take up your
No.
time. I'm just saying.
No, anyone can do that.
Anyone
Like,
can do it.
if
But
I
if he
twist-
watches your video next week, he'll know how to do it.
yeah, and I'm not recommending that's the right way to do
No,
it.
no, but
it can be done.
But instead of spending $800 on a rotor
Right.
stator, yeah.
And that's the thing. Like,
And you said that. You called that out before we even took it apart. You said, I bet you it's that. And
Right.
it is.
right. So now we'll do the ohms test again from one of the slip rings
To that
to
side.
one of the broken wires. I don't know which is which.
You got to go on the tip, though, where it's not coated. Right?
Yeah. So we get nothing, but let's try the other slip ring.
Yeah, it's hardly anything exposed. You got to go on the very tip.
There it is. I can't hold it long enough to get a reading.
Yeah. But that's lacquer on those wires usually.
Right. And then if I go to the other wire and the other slip ring, that one might be harder
Is
to
the
do.
solder conductive?
Apparently, we're getting something. So, but if you go from slip ring to slip ring, there's nothing because the wire is broken. So
Interesting.
yeah, so this is actually kind of the best case. It's not rotors don't melt down.
Well, let me
or
ask you a
break.
question. Should
Yeah.
I let Wayne decide what he wants to do? When I say that, do I leave it, have you fix it, and he just pays you for your trouble and all that, and go from there, or what do you think? Or do you want him to do it? Doesn't matter to me.
It doesn't matter to me. I can eventually find another generator that has never been broken and put it on. I don't have one right now.
Yeah.
I might have another rotor. I'd have to. I'd really have to get this out to see how long it is.
Okay.
He could do that repair. It's dirt cheap to do.
Let's see if Wayne's on. Are you on, Wayne? We need a decision, buddy.
The problem is, like I said, you got to clear the coating.
Yeah.
I've tried burning it off. Really,
It's a hard
scraping
lacquer. You really got to scrape it up with a razor
Scraping
blade or
it's the
something.
best way. Sanding it didn't work.
Yeah.
And you could break the wire shorter, and then you have nothing left to work with.
I'm gonna hold on, guys. I'm gonna text Wayne and see what he wants to do.
All right. I'm gonna clean some of these tools out of the way.
Let's see. All right. Leave it at Jim's. Or I'm gonna say, or you and I fix wire. Fix wire. Let's see what he says. I put on there, you and I said, leave it at Jim's or you and I fix the wire. Let's see if he responds.
Is he watching?
He better be watching,
I
the
know,
son of a
it's
bitch.
just-
If he's
did
not
you-
watching,
Did
then
you tell him?
if he's not watching, he's going to the dump.
Oh, God.
Come on, Wayne, answer.
Good engine, I don't think it was.
Yeah, the engine's good. Yeah. Come on, Wayne. Tell me what you want to do. All right, I'll go back to the stream. All right, we're waiting for Wayne to come on and tell us what he wants to do. Gary says you need a lead silver alloy solder and flux for CCA. Are you volunteering to help me, Gary? Like I'll drop it off at your house on the way home?
It's too much liability. He's not going to want to fix it because it's going to fall apart. This spins. The forces on this little wire.
Well, like you said, no, I would glue it like you did. JB
Right.
Weld it, and yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, I personally like the idea of mechanically connecting it.
Yeah.
And then securing it with JB Weld or something more appropriate.
Yeah.
So that the wire can't shake.
It says, are those windings CCA? What is CCA as far as the winding? Is that the coating?
Copper clad aluminum.
Aluminum. Yes, it is. Yeah, copper clad aluminum. Yep. No, carb cleaner, Astro won't clean the lacquer off. Nope. He tried all different stuff. No, he had to mechanically take the lacquer off.
Yeah, I tried a torch. I tried a soldering iron to like 800 degrees Fahrenheit. sandpaper.
Yeah. No, I've usually just taken like a real sharp knife and scraped
Yeah, a
it
sharp
off.
razor blade, scrape
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It did it, but it was still
All right.
iffy.
We're waiting for Wayne to get back to me, guys, so I know what the heck he wants to do. So come on, Wayne, text me. Text me. If he's sleeping, I'm going to kill him.
He can watch the replay.
Well, no, but I want to go home too.
Oh,
No, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know, hey, I'd rather stay here all day and play, James. I mean, to be honest, but
I mean, the alternative is we could take the rotor off and run down to the storage locker and see if anything matches, but you're better off getting a set.
Yeah.
You know, like a blown engine that
Yep.
has both on it.
oh, Michael Roberts said coffee time. We already had that. We went to the diner this morning. We're all set.
Yeah, we started with coffee.
Yep.
It's time for our dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still early. It's only 10 of 10.
I know.
Tell James he needs a grinding pen.
I know.
Oh, I wonder if a stone on your Dremel would do it. If a stone would take off that lacquer.
It probably would, but again, it's a matter of
Mm.
how much can the wire take.
Yeah, that's true. It's aluminum. Yeah.
It's aluminum.
Yeah, it's
you
not
don't
steel.
want to bend it much because it's
It'll
gonna,
stress fracture.
Yeah, it's going to fracture in no time.
So, what does Gary say? I don't have any lead silver solder. Oh, I've got silver solder. I got that stuff. We got all that stuff.
You do. Who does?
I have a source.
Okay. But do you know how to use it? Does Gary know how to use it? I
Yeah,
think
we
he
know
does.
people in the aircraft industry, so we have a source.
All right.
Come on, Wayne, text me, please. I want to let Jim go on his merry way, and me too. Let's see. He still hasn't even read it yet. Come on, Wayne. What the heck you doing?
He's taking a nap. All right, where's this go?
54 and a half. We've had a consistent 50 plus, so that's good. When it ends, guys, hit the like button. That'll help me out. When I get done here, I'm going to walk around to all the things that Jim and I used or Jim used, and I'm going to try and put links. So if you guys are looking to see with the tools and the different things. But number one, torch plug, get rid of it.
Yeah, that could have wasted the entire morning.
Yeah, basically.
We were going to open up the valves, check the
Yep.
valve clearance.
I mean, a flame. When was the last time you blamed a spark plug on a flame coming out the exhaust?
But it has a waste spark.
Spark, true.
So
So it's on the other side. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so it was on the exhaust
It was on the
stroke that
exhaust
it was
stroke.
igniting,
Yep.
I think.
Yep. There you go.
So I've been fooled by that
Yeah.
several times.
I forgot about the waste spark. Yep.
But I was gonna check the spark timing, check the
Yeah,
valves.
absolutely.
I mean, you go down a deep rabbit hole with symptoms like that.
Interesting. There's a lot of corrosion on this thing. It's been outside.
Yeah, you got lots of
Acorns
seeds and
and
mouse
nuts.
poop and
Yeah.
acorn. But it's not that bad compared to what I usually work on.
That's true. The one I gave you was. Oof.
Well, I didn't look in the tank.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
that's true. Nah, we're not. That's not in the budget. Come on, Wayne. You know what? Open the door. I'm going to go get my company phone. I'll call on the company phone.
All right. I will let you know. Gotta close first. Give you an real up close. I don't know if you could even see it or not, but that's the failure right there. Those two wires are supposed to be connected. And it seems like every single Generac that stops making power in the last year or so, it's all been like that wire bridge. So, I mean, if you have one of these and it still makes power, you might actually consider taking it apart to this point and, securing these wires with some sort of epoxy or varnish, something to glue it to the rotor so it doesn't vibrate free. And potentially the same for these wires to the slip rings. They do fail too, but I've been seeing it right there much more frequently. Anyway, aside from that, guys, there's not a whole lot more to do on this. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have any other generators for a Honda clone at the moment. I have lots of stators, lots of rotors, but they're all mismatched. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this, although I could be wrong. I want to say I have a 5500 stator, maybe a rotor in the storage locker. So that might be something to check out here and potentially do another live stream, because that's all it needs. You just pull this rotor off, throw one on that's not broken, reverse everything we just did, and this thing will make power. It's just as simple as one little break right there kind of ruining the show and ruining really, $1,000 machine, I'm sure, when it was new. But yeah, like it is right now, it's a parts machine.
Hey, what do you want to do with this generator? Yep. Aren't you watching? We've been on for 2 hours. You got a broken wire inside on the rotor. The option is I bring it back. You and I cut the insulation, the lacquer off the wire, attach it, and then put some JB Weld on it. Or Jim tries to find a rotor stator for you. What do you want to do? Well, you can't attach the wires together. Jim did it in the video that's coming out next week. So if you want to try that, I'll just bring it back, and then you and I can do it. You want to do that? Well, no. I mean, if Jim can find a rotor stator, but it may take a while to find one. Number one, it may cost a few bucks. Versus this is no money. You just basically scrape off the insulation, put it together. But remember, it's aluminum CCA, copper-clad aluminum wire. If you cut it when you're trying to strip it, then you're screwed. So, I could leave it here. Jim can find what he needs to find, but it may be 2 months. I mean, I don't know. Versus bring it back. We tried doing it, and put it this way:
worst case, it doesn't work, and then you're looking for a new.
Yeah, I mean, right now, why don't I bring it back? We'll try it. If it doesn't work, it's the same difference, and he's going to find one anyway. So, what I'm saying? Why don't I do that? I'll bring it back. You and I will play with it, and we'll have another video. We'll go from there. All right. All right. Wake up. Have coffee. All right. I'll see you later.
Watch the replay.
Bye. I woke him up. He's sleeping. He knew I was coming up here.
Well,
I told him
it's hard to get up
but I told him
10,
I'm meeting Jim for breakfast at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
It's now 10 o'clock, and he's sleeping.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway. All right. It'll be easier to load in the truck.
It will, but you got to be careful, because without this piece of wood,
it's true.
you might actually want to pull it off just so damage it more.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so yeah, we'll pull it off. So you want to do the water trick or the easy way?
Whatever you're comfortable with, Jim. Don't matter to me. What does everybody want in the chat? You want to do the water trick, or do you want to do a puller?
I know they're gonna say water trick.
I know.
I'm gonna have to get some water.
What does everybody want to see? Advice from Garage. Hello. You want to see the water trick, or do you want to see a puller? Tell us, guys. What do you want to see? Water. John Clem says water. Well, we don't listen to Clem. William says water. Looks like the water has it. All right, we'll try water.
All right, so the key.
But we have to tilt it vertical, don't we, for water?
You do. So you need to strap things down, because you do have to stand it up.
Yeah. You want me to lower it down?
So the way to do it is to put a strap right there and just.
We're going vertical.
We're gonna.
Yeah, like I said, we'll try to take the lacquer off and try it and see what happens. But like I said, you called it before you even opened it. You said these are prone to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, too, are left outside that have this problem, so I don't know if it's
You think it
really
corroded,
a Generac problem or just a house.
but corroded the solder joint and just broke from the rotational forces?
Well, see, that's the thing. Most people say it wasn't running when it stopped. So to me, that means corrosion. And when they started it,
flung,
it immediately flung apart.
Okay.
So I think it's more corrosion.
Interesting. Now, what is that called, that joint where it is? Is it the field windings hitting each other? I mean, what is it actually? What is it?
I mean, this is the rotor.
Yep.
This is an electromagnet.
But what is that joint? It's connecting two field windings?
Just the two halves.
Okay.
they wound them separately, and that's something too. Like, you know,
Oh wait, yeah. If that was a continuous wire, you wouldn't have a problem.
no, I mean you could still have a failure, but it wouldn't be at the solder joint, which is where all these are failing. All right, so that is secured. So we do need to loosen this. Actually, take this bolt out, which looks like a 12 or 14.
Oh no, that's bigger than 12. That's
15, 14.
That's a 14. It looks like. It's either a 13 or 14. Do you have 13 over there?
14.
14. Okay.
Is the winner.
14 is 560 or 9/16 for those that are doing the math. Yeah, it's got to loosen that. Then we got to go vertical so the water don't drip out, and then we'll hydraulic it off. And you have a special one you made for that, right?
Just a bolt,
Mm.
Teflon.
Mhm.
So yeah, let me see if I can find a bolt. Thing is, I only have 2 of these bolts. I need to buy more, and one of them I stripped the threads out of the bolts. I think it's a M12 1.75.
Now, do you put Teflon tape around it
You have to, yeah.
to seal it? Yeah.
And when you fill the shaft with water and you
Mhm.
put the Teflon, you see how sloppy these threads
Oh,
are?
yeah,
It takes
right.
a lot of Teflon.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Why is it so sloppy? Is that the right size thread? That seems awfully sloppy.
Yeah, but see it.
Tightens up.
It does tighten up.
Huh.
But yeah, the threads are sloppy. You need a lot of Teflon, and this is really bad. So they might strip out.
Okay.
In which case we'll go to Plan B. But the when you start to tighten the bolt on with the Teflon, it should immediately get hard to turn if it's building pressure. If you can just turn it in, you need more Teflon. Yeah, something's not right.
You want to go down?
Yeah, we'll probably have to use the hoist to stand
Support
it up. Or we could just stand it up like that, actually.
Yeah, I thought you could just
let's
stand it on end.
Go down.
I gotta get one of those. I like that. I wonder if Milwaukee has one. But I don't have any Ryobi batteries.
I also have, they have a bigger one that's like a 300 watt, pure sine wave. Runs for hours.
Nice. Take it off for a minute.
Back the tripod up a bit. And
Yeah, portable power is handy.
it is, and that will charge a phone several times without issue.
Perfect.
Yep. When the nuts are falling. So let me get some Teflon and some water. Actually, I've got some water right here.
So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to hydraulic off this thing, meaning we're going to put water in the hole. We're going to go in with a threaded fastener, build up hydraulic pressure, and pop it off. Just like you do on a pilot bearing in a small block Chevy or whatever when you're doing a clutch job. Pilot bearing on a crankshaft, same thing. But we usually use bread or grease when we do it on a car because the space is only this big on a car. You got a whole, 10 inches you're filling up. Gary is saying, I've never fixed a rotor with copper-clad aluminum before. From what I looked up, to bond aluminum to copper or brass, you need a lead silver. Yeah, but we're bonding aluminum to aluminum. Technically, once we take off the copper cladding.
So you want to fill this all the way up. It's taking a lot of water. It could be leaking, in which case this will not work. Nope,
Or just act fast.
Well, if it's leaking through the tapered shaft, you'll never build pressure.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
that has happened before, but usually it's a very tight fit. It does not leak water. So I put on a ton of Teflon.
Michael said, would oil be better? How about cleanup, Michael?
It would be better. My only concern is cleanup, but also
And contaminating the...
It's a tapered shaft. It's a friction fit, and you're covering everything with oil.
Cleanup is the main thing, Michael. Water, you just wait until it evaporates and blow it off.
You need a ton of Teflon. I always put when I think it's enough, I put twice as much on, and it's still not enough.
Hey, Wayne's here from Canada. Hello, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Who else we got in the chat? Let me scroll down. I haven't been in the chat for a while. Mr. Clem, we got Wayne, we got TGM, William, Jeff Wallach, hello, John Rhodes, Joe Bean, who else? Mr. Roberts, who else we got? Advice from Garage. I haven't seen you lately. I've got a question for James, Advice Garage. Have you ever worked on small Generac VT1400? It has a Tecumseh Prisma 37 engine. That may be a UK thing.
I have not.
Yeah, he
At
has.
least not by that name.
Yeah, he's in Slovakia. I'm sorry, Slovakia. Yeah, they're made in the UK, so we won't be privy to those. Maybe some of our UK friends can chime in. We haven't. What's your issue? What are you looking? I mean, generators are generators. I mean, you're 50 hertz versus our 60, but do you have a specific question? If you do, we'll try and answer it. Let's see.
So I don't think this is going to work.
It's loose, still way loose.
It usually doesn't work the first try. So I'm just going to.
Yep. Now you
set
go
the
with the impact,
expectations
right?
low.
You go with the impact.
I go with the impact as fast as you can
See
until
if
it
it
pops
pops.
off or you bottom out of threads.
Okay.
But try not to keep going if you run out of threads because you'll be done.
I definitely got to get one of them booms. I like that thing.
All right, let's see if it comes off. Not with that one.
Yeah,
Isn't this what I pulled it off?
No.
Oh, it's a different
that's different
size.
bolt. Yeah, that's a 16. 5/8, right?
So
15, 16?
not a 15.
No, 16. Actually, it's 5. Is it 5/8?
I don't have a 16, so hopefully
You got a 5/8?
Yeah, I do. Although I didn't grab it. Yeah, it's 5/8.
5/8, because that's got it's a grade 8, so it's an American. That's why it's not fitting correctly. It's an American bolt. You got American threads on there.
Oh, you think it's?
It is. See the lines on it, right? It doesn't say it's
It should
8.8,
be an
does
M-
it?
Should be an M12.
No. See the 6 point? That's
Oh,
grade
did I
8.
grab the wrong one?
You grabbed
Oops.
an American bolt.
Oh well. Still works.
Still works. Oh, work is calling me.
That's not good. And we're out. All right. So we'll stand this back up without taking up the tripod. All right. Easy peasy.
All right, what's going on?
So the water trick, it's the safest for removing rotors by far, if it works. If it doesn't work, there's other ways to do it, but you risk damage. And with the water, there's nothing you can do to cause damage. But it does take a little bit more effort. You got to stand it up. You got to strap it down. Not a big deal.
Yeah, I'll forward it to you. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Jim, can you let me outside for a second?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Work comes first.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all right.
Laura, the issue I have is... Hi, Sean. Sure. It's the beauty of a live. It's real life. Right now, I'd edit this part out because there's not going to be nothing to see for a few minutes. What would you find? The keys might be over here. It's an extra set of keys you have to see on the driver's door.
I'll put this on the camera.
Okay. So let's clean up a little. You gonna work? No. I just have to make sure that I don't want to talk about work on camera. Got it. Just in case I don't.
Divulge any national defense secrets?
Oh yeah. You never know.
Yeah.
Shut the door.
You got a box.
I have boxes. You want what? A box for the rotor, box for the stator, or parts? What are you thinking? Where'd you put it in your package?
More for the parts than anything. I mean, the stator I could put inside the cab.
Yeah, it's probably the way to go.
For the rotor stator. Yeah.
I don't know. How big a box you need?
Whatever. That's fine. I just want to make sure I don't lose anything.
Let me take the box up for you. Needs to get out soon. I think she can get out.
Yeah, it's okay. Nothing.
All right.
I cannot believe Wayne didn't watch this. I get up at 5 in the morning, get all set, put him up here, and he's not even watching.
Oh, well. These are the tank bolts. I'll just put them back there.
Yeah, I put him in here too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, wherever they go. This is the one that had a nut on it, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
because the weld nut fell off. Remember you said it had a flange
Yeah,
nut?
you're right. These all have welded
Weld
ones.
nuts,
Yeah, that's weird. I haven't.
yeah. It snapped off.
It must have snapped off
Yeah.
at some point.
Oh, excuse me. Just reminded me. Guys, you still there? I
Stay
think
there.
we're done. I'm going to head out and get everything boxed up and go. So everybody who came in the chat, thank you so much. I will put links in the comments to things that we used, if there's anything I think that you might want or need, and we'll go from there. But please, if you would, hit the like when it goes to regular viewing, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Jim, thanks again for everything.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later, guys. How do I end it? There we go. End.